What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Elune video, and we have some pretty big news going on today for the weekly news. We haven't done this in a while on the channel, but we have some pretty important things that we want to go over. Some things are not going to be as relevant to some people, but I do want to go over a lot of things, including the collab, which should be coming. I believe they might have the dates in this weekly news, but we'll see. But at any rate, let's go and get into it. So first of all, they're going to be doing some balancing adjustments, expanding the dye system to rare Elunes so you guys can mess with your rare Elunes, since they're seeing a lot of rare Elunes are being used for a lot of content. Required stage clear for affinity for certain stages is going to be reduced from 12 to 8. So this hopefully is just going to reduce all the affinity stages, not just some of them, but maybe some things won't be changed. But this will cut down a lot in your time, because now that we have to go all the way up to 45, it does take a lot longer to accomplish all those affinity rewards. So I'm hoping that's going to speed up the process for a lot of people. Excuse me. And then the next thing we're going to be talking about is expanding training EXP from 550,000 to 1,200 or to 1,200,000. So we're basically going to be able to get double the amount of EXP every day in your training tab when you're training your different 5 Elunes. So you're going to be able to farm out those guys, easier. So that's pretty cool for us that are still fusing and evolving and all that kind of stuff, which I still am personally. I don't have every epic, rare, and legend maxed out, or ones that I can't fuse get maxed out. So there you guys go. And then increasing Elune seeds and lights upon scrapping. So unfortunately, they did not include this for everything. So we'll see here more specifically. If you guys read here, more significantly, we are making a huge change to Elune lights and Elune seed return. And Elune light case players will now receive 4 times the amount of Elune lights that they used used to receive upon scrapping 6-star epics. So not many people are going to scrap 6-star epics. More than likely, they're just going to use them as fodder to fuse them into another 6-star epic. So you're going to get 1,000 Elune lights normally. Now you're going to get 4,000. Upon scrapping the 6-star legendary, you're going to receive 7.5 times the amount of Elune lights, from 2,000 to 15,000. So this is only going to be the case if you I would assume if you're going to completely max out your slates for your legendaries and your epics. And even then, maybe for some of the epics, because you need a lot of different epics to get to 6-star, max out +5 transcended. You may just want to save them for fusion, even though, because it's only 4,000 Elune lights. The legendaries, if you have your extra 5-6 copies of your legend, like the legendary Balder, Reve, Bones, those are a lot of the units that a lot of people may have, gotten 12 copies of on their account. That I could see, because 15,000 is quite a lot. But for the epics, I still feel you're just better off saving those 6 stars. Now, I'm not sure if they actually are saying that all of the scrapping is going to get increased. Just these is like a 7 times and 4 times multiplier. I don't know for sure. But hopefully we're going to at least double or triple from the normal stuff, like the rares and the regular epics and so on and so forth. But who knows? We'll have to see. If you guys notice a big increase, let me know if you guys think it's at least double if you're scrapping like commons, uncommons, and rares. And we'll see how that happens. But yeah, that's what we have for the balance adjustment. So let's go into the cheer race. So Elune has been switching between season event and event dimensions. We open event dimension and we add new stories as we get new Elunes. Since we design our difficulty of event dimension based on the current players, stronger players were often less engaged with the event. To improve this issue, we'll be adding new cheer race system. Here's a brief detail of cheer race. In cheer race, players will be able to select a team during the event period. Players can donate event item they acquire to their team. Once the event ends, players will receive rewards based on both team rank and individual rank. We will be making an additional announcement about this content. Please stay tuned. So I assume we're going to get more info, but this is kind of a screenshot of what the event race is going to be. Still, I'm not sure what the whole thing is going to be. As far as these events goes, it was like the more stamina you have and the more time you have to auto farm was like the better rewards you got. But honestly, the best reward you could possibly get was like maybe a 6-star selector ticket. But that would be like if you seriously had no job, no school, no life, and all you did was literally make sure you were farming like story 1-1 or something like that to just burn all your stamina, use all your rubies for stamina, super pay to win thing. I don't know if they're going to do anything different for this event, how the cheer system is going to work out, but hopefully it's going to benefit everybody, and hopefully they'll do some rebalancing to where they're not just letting, the top whatever get like a legendary. Hopefully like everyone that does a certain amount will get a legendary guaranteed. Like I would say make it more a point based, like accumulate 5,000 points or 10,000 points or 20,000 points, whatever the point system they feel is needed, as opposed to rank, at least for like the welfare legendary, even if it's a 3-star legendary, just to make it a little bit better, because right now it's like really, really hard for a lot of people to try to get those legendaries from these story campaign events that we do. So, but we'll see. So my most important thing to talk about today is the boss battle rebalancing. So we will talk about 3 topics regarding boss battle difficulty, gear farming, and meta and new boss. So many Elunes have been commenting on huge jump of difficulty between 1 to the 1 and 10 stages and the 11 to 12 stages. Obviously, I think that's what a lot of people have complained about, of people possibly dropping the game. So currently there are 2 main issues with boss battle difficulty gap between different stages, the difficulty gap between stage 10 and 11. We're planning on working on overall difficulty of the bosses once we release up to stage 11 to 12 for Demosthenes. So unfortunately, this change will not happen for quite a while, because we are going to be having Iscarian coming out, I believe, either on this weekly news update or the next one, and then we're going to have 2 more bosses come out until we're going to see the rebalancing of the gap of difficulty between 10 and 11. So that means whatever difficulty they originally had designed for Demosthenes, Akariton, and Iscariot is still going to maintain. So we're going to have to wait quite a while on that, unfortunately. But at least it is something to look for in the future, that hopefully more people will be able to accomplish beating 11 and 12 than super endgame people. Unless you find like a really good cheese strategy like we did find with Proto, which I feel like we should have more of those opportunities of like the gimmick strategies to beat those, because honestly, farming the gear should not be the endgame content for PvE. It should be like getting certain rewards, like maybe getting event multi-summons or getting, maybe stuff for the Slate system, things like that. But as far as the gear goes, we should all be kind of an equal playing field. It shouldn't be catered to just the pay-to-wins or the day 1 players. Me being a day 1 player myself, I still can't beat all the level 12 stages. So there you go. That's a little insight for, the devs and the CMs, that like even someone like myself who has a day 1 account and is a content creator for the game still hasn't been able to completely beat all level 12 stages for all the bosses. So there you go. But on top of that, there are also, on top of the additional stages of current 6 bosses, we're preparing a completely new boss, which is going to be Lucifer. So that's going to be a whole new boss, since we're going to get starting from level 1 up to, I would assume, at least level 10. Probably he's going to get to level 10 first, and then probably I would assume what they're going to do is they're going to be doing 11 and 12 for the other ones, and then he'll get to level 10, and then he'll probably get his level through 11 and 12, and then we'll probably start back over with Trent, unless they plan to release another boss after that. We'll have to see. So the next event is the big hype event, which obviously is the Summoner's War crossover event. So we are conducting the pre-registration until the 2.3.0 update, which I would assume is what we're talking about today, is in that update. And we're seeing a lot of excitement among the community. The pre-registration is available for both the original and new players. Feel free to share the news with your friends. We are preparing various events after the 2.3 update to help new players. We are confident that this is when new players will want to start. So, and I actually just talked to some of my brother-in-laws as well about really trying to encourage them to at least try out the game and do the pre-registration before the pre-registration event ends, so they get that free legendary and other rewards as well. And then the K-pop Elune naming event, we will be releasing the winner of the event, and we are excited to go over all the amazing ideas. So that is the K-pop star, which I would assume is going to be another legendary hero. It's kind of like familiarizes us with things like Wei Wei. She's kind of like a K-pop. And then here's some stuff for Artemel and Aluka. I've already gone over Artemel quite a bit, and then Aluka will be here as well. I haven't done a video for her. I probably will this week. I just haven't had time. I was super busy this weekend. It was my birthday weekend, and I had to work a lot too, so family stuff and then work stuff as well. And I'm preparing for my last bit of stuff going on with some other mobile games as well. So, but at any rate, I'll try to do a review for her before she launches. I'm not sure, because I don't think they list here if they are gonna. They don't really list here. The rest of the news is just talking about the Summoners War lobby, which I guess we can play that for you guys real fast, just to show you guys what it looks like. So that's the Summoners War lobby. This is Aluka. So just showing you kind of what she's going to look like as you click on her, like in the encyclopedia. I mean, her design looks awesome, but I was not really thoroughly impressed with her kit. And then here is the Summoners War login screen. This is going to be the login screen when you start the game, I would assume. So Artemel is freaking phenomenal, though. Design-wise, skill set-wise, everything. I'm excited to see what his stats are going to be. So, at any rate, yeah. So, those are the things going on with the Summoners War event. Not really any information on them, but there was previous patch notes where they did list the abilities of Olurka. So, like I said, I will try to cover that in tomorrow's video. And then finally, we are going to have a Karu costume event. So, I'm not sure if this is going to launch all within the next update, or if Karu is going to come after the Summoners War collab is over, because we are still only in the middle of November, so technically we still have about 6 weeks until Christmas. So I'm not sure if this is going to come right away. Not sure if this is going to be a pay-to-win feature, a free-to-play feature, if it's going to be an event, so on and so forth. We'll have to see on that. The Halloween costumes were paid, I believe, so you can kind of anticipate that the Karu costume will be paid as well. But that is the news for today, guys. So let me know what you guys think of everything. The boss battle changes, the cheer race, all the things going on with the Elune lights, the die system, the affinity quest reduction, and then also obviously the collab with Summoners War, which is the big talk about. And we'll get more info on the Summoners War event as far as like what the actual event is going to be, outside of just the heroes that we have to summon on the banners. I'm sure there's going to be some really good rewards for that as well. Hopefully a really good login bonus to help us, evolve our Summoners War. And we'll have to see if they're going to be sharing a banner or if they're going to have their own separate banners. And my recommendation in hindsight, before I go too much into Olurka, is prioritize for Artemel more than likely. But, if you guys want to try to get both, they are going to be collab limited units, so I do recommend trying to get at least one copy of both. But if you only have enough to get one of them, I would prioritize Artemel over Olurka. But we'll have to see how they go about releasing the banners for the collab heroes. So let me know what you guys think overall, the Elune news in the comment section down below. If you guys would please leave me a like down below, much appreciated. And do hit that subscribe button if you guys are new. And I appreciate you guys so much for checking out the video today for Elune. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys in the next Elune video. Peace out, guys.